Hey guys, it's Mikey here. Today I'm going to show you how to assemble our 6x6 XLRBDR rebounder. Inside of the box, you're going to have your net. You're going to have your pieces of tubing that are protected with this sleeve. Your bungee balls that connect the net to the frame. And your hardware and instructions. In the next video, I'm going to have the tubing out and just to see where each piece goes and also how to assemble it. Thanks. So I have done a little bit of the assembling for the 6x6 XLRBDR rebounder with the help of our instructions here. And what I've done is I grouped it into 3 different groups. And so if you can see, each pole is labeled with a number. And so what I started off with was the square part of the frame. The 1, 2, 3, 4, and number 5 pieces, okay? So that's your square frame, that's your 6x6 frame where the net's gonna be. Then, what I did was I built the arm, which is your 9, 10, and I believe 6 pieces. And so then, after the arm, you build the base. And the base is the, once again, 1, 2, and 8 pieces on each side. So I'll show you real quick each 3 pieces. And so, this right here is our 6x6 frame in which we are putting the net on, okay? This is the 6x6 frame. It has the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 pieces. It's a push pin assembly right here. It's very simple to put. All you gotta do is push it in, slide it in, it pops out, you're good to go. So the most important part is the back part of this. And so you see these that are welded to the back of this rebounder, and so you have to make sure that this and this co-align on the same side. You don't want this on this side and that on this side. They have to go here because your arm and your base are going to connect to here and here. So that is our part number 1 for the 6x6 frame. Okay. So then part number 2 is our arm, which is this right here. And so this is our arm that's going to be in the back of the 6x6 part of the frame which puts the net on. And so that is our, let's see, our 9, 10 pieces, which are push pin, and then these are the 6 pieces, the six piece. So that's the arm. And the last, that's part number 2. Last part is this one, and it's a little hard to see, but this is our base. And so this is what is going to stop each individual, I guess, notch that you have to make sure that the rebounder goes from ground balls to line drives to pop-ups. And that's what these rubber notches are for. And once again, these rubber notches have to be facing up. You have to see that they're on the same side. You don't want the rubber notches to be going the opposite side, obviously. And so that is your numbers 7, 8, and then these are 1 and 2. So those are your 3 things you have to do in order to put the rebounder together. What's also very important is that whenever you do this, this is the only time it's not a push pin assembly, is that the arm goes into these welded pieces. And what you're going to do is you're going to line them up basically with the arm, make sure the holes align, you put the bolt through, and I'll show this in the next video, and you tighten it down. And that's basically how you do it. In the next video, I'll show you how to tighten them down. Thank you. So now that we have the 3 pieces put together, we're going to put part number 2, which is the 2 number 6s and the 9 and 10 pieces, into our part number 1, which is basically the frame on which the net is going to be held. And so you have these pieces that are welded on there, jutting out. You're basically going to put your arm and connect it from hole to hole, hole to hole, and just tighten it down. And what we have is a supplied with an Allen wrench, and you just need, like I believe, another wrench. Basically just torque it down, and then you're good to go. And you do that with every single one. You do that here, you do that with this one as well, and you put that in there. And then you put the holes together as well, same thing, just like I did. Same thing with the bottom base as well. You connect the holes, you tighten them down, you're good to go. And once I do that, in the next video I'll show you how to put the net on. Thank you. So now we have the frame put together, And as you can see, our arm is in our second notch. This is mostly for ground balls. What you'll be able to do is now, this will be more line drives, and then this will be more pop-ups. And so these are the 4 different modes that we have for this particular rebounder. Now is the time to show you how to put the net on. And so the net is very simple to put on. All you have to do is unravel the net that you have here. Alright, and then find the corners, and that is one corner, and this is another. And what we're going to do is we're going to use our bungee balls, and we're going to attach it to make it fit onto the frame. And so we are given 2 different sets of bungee balls. We have an abundance of bungee balls here. And so what we have here is our regular bungees, and we have our thicker bungees. And what we're going to do is we're going to alternate them as we put the net on. And let me show you real quick how to put the 4 corners on right now, so hold it in place before we alternate the bungees. So we find our corners, and we'll put them obviously where they need to go. That's one. That's 2. And if the bungee slides or anything like that, that's okay. That's because there are very few bungees on here. Once you put more on, they'll take its rightful shape and place. That's 3. And our last corner. And that's 4. So what I'm going to do after this is I'm going to alternate them and basically have regular bungee, thick bungee, regular bungee, thick bungee. And in the next video you'll see this as we put together, and I'll show you how we put them together with the bungees. Thank you. So now we have our extra large rebounder put together, fully assembled with the net. As you can see, on the sides what we did was we alternated heavy bungee, regular bungee, heavy bungee, regular bungee, throughout the side. And from the top to the bottom, the top part and the bottom part, I just did heavy bungees because it was a little difficult to get the top part and the bottom part connected. Now, I'm gonna let you know that at the very, in the middle to the end, it's gonna be tough to get those, that net connected all the way around the frame for the bungee to connect. It's very tough. So make sure that, you use the thicker bungee and put some strength into it. But as you can see, it's all put together. We probably did every 5th hole, every 5th to every 7th hole, there's a bungee. And so that makes it extremely tight. And the tighter it is, the more balance you have. I'd recommend the tighter you have it, the better. But as you can see, everything is put together. Alternate the sides, top and bottom are all heavy bungees, and do every 5 to 7 holes. Thank you.